The Tao of Self-Confidence, Episode 745. Welcome to the Tao of Self-Confidence, where I share stories of amazing women who have discovered their inner journey to self-confidence. Visit our website at thetaoofselfconfidence.com. Your inner journey to self-confidence awaits. Well, hello friend. Welcome to the Tao of Self-Confidence, where I share stories of amazing women who have discovered their inner journey to self-confidence. I'm your host today, Sheena Yap Chan, and today I have a phenomenal lady on the show today. She's a mom influencer, and I'm really excited to have her on and share her story with us today on self-confidence. So without further ado, I'm going to introduce you to Cindy Guthrie. Cindy, how are you today? Maybe you can fill in a little bit more by yourself to the listeners.
Hi, Sheena. Thank you for having me. I am a mom influencer on Instagram. My name is It's Cindy M, my IG handle, and thank you for having me.
Not a problem. Thanks for being here today. And Cindy, what's your cultural background?
I come from a Filipino descent. I am part Spanish, but that is from my dad's side. I don't really identify with that as I don't know much about it, and I was raised by my grandmother, who is Filipino.
Thanks for sharing that. What'd be your favorite self-confidence quote?
My favorite self-confidence quote is, your relationship with yourself sets the tone for every other relationship you have. And I know that isn't the typical self-confidence quote, but it really sets out the tone for how you live your life. So if you don't love yourself, how can anyone else?
Thanks for sharing that. And I think that's a great quote. And for me, when it comes to self-confidence, it really does start with learning to love yourself so that, you can attract, the love that you desire, right? Like if you can't love yourself, you can't expect others to do the same. So it really does start with us. So thanks for sharing that. And in your own words, how do you define self-confidence?
My definition of self-confidence is loving who you are and the skin you're in, flaws and all, and accepting just yourself. And yep.
Thanks for sharing that great definition. And Cindy, what was your life like before your discovery of self-confidence?
My life before the discovery of self-confidence and before I realized how much it impacted your life was actually really hard. I suffer from BDD and have been going through therapy to work through it. BDD is body dysmorphia, so I suffered from that since the age of 4, and I've been working through that ever since. And I realized how much it handicapped my life when there is no self-love.
Thanks for sharing that. And it's not easy to share something like that, right? Because we feel like if we share something that private or that, something that hurts us, like it's going to affect us in a bad way, but realizing like you mentioned, it's loving yourself, flaws and all, that could actually also be our greatest strength. And what was that point in your life when you realized you can go out there and be who you are today and have that confidence? What was that aha moment?
My aha moments, they come and go, but when they happen, it's quite liberating. For example, especially having a baby, I've had 4 in a row, your body changes, your lifestyle, everything. But then there's always that moment when you're tired and you're spent, but you look at yourself and you say, woman, you are Superwoman. And I love that feeling. Sometimes I do need to remind myself, but I know deep down that what I do, what we women do, it's a lot of work, especially with society's expectations.
Thanks for sharing that. And yeah, I really love that you say that to yourself. You are Superwoman, because, a lot of women have to remind themselves, like, we are so much more capable than we realize and a lot stronger. Like just you being a mom of 4 and then, juggling a business, like that's not always easy. And we give little credit for it, not realizing like, that's a lot of work. I mean, one kid is enough. And then you have 4 in a row. I mean, like it's crazy, right? And we just sometimes have to realize like, I've done so much. I can't believe I'm still here. And yeah, I am a superwoman because I can still achieve all this at the same time. And, because of that, what's your life been like now?
Like I said, I'm still working through things, but getting help was my first step and getting my life to a better place. Especially being an influencer, you need that confidence or no one is, for lack of a better word, is going to be influenced by you. So definitely confidence is key, and it's opened a lot of doors for me.
Thanks for sharing that. And to the woman who's listening to your episode, she may be in her own journey to self-confidence. What would be that one tip you would give to her?
My one tip is, if you're having self-doubts like me, seek help if you need to talk about it. Tell yourself you're beautiful, acknowledge your accomplishments, and love yourself. It's easier said than done, but really it comes to it where you need to love yourself.
Thanks for sharing that great tip. And I agree, self-love is really important when it comes to confidence. You know, no one can love you more than yourself, right? And the more we practice it, the more we can realize, you know, who we truly are, accept ourselves, and keep going on. So thanks for sharing that tip. And if our listeners wanted to get to know a little bit more about you and what you do and check out some of your work, is there any links or social media profiles we can connect with?
Yes, like I said, my handle is It's Cindy M, and you can see what me and my family are up to on almost a daily basis.
Awesome. Well, thanks for sharing that. And to our listeners, if you want to connect with Cindy, you can also head on over to thetaoofselfconfidence.com and search for Cindy's name. Her show notes will pop up along with everything else that we talked about. And I really just want to thank Cindy today for taking the time to share her story and tips with us on self-confidence. So thank you so much, Cindy.
And thank you so much, Sheena. It was really an honor.
Not a problem. It was really great having you on the show. And to our listeners, be on the lookout for another new episode of another amazing woman's journey to self-confidence. And we'll talk to you soon. Bye for now. Thank you for tuning in to another amazing episode of the Tao of Self-Confidence. Want to learn how you can use podcasting to market your business? Download your free report by visiting our website at thetaoofselfconfidence.com. Your inner journey to self-confidence awaits.